Okay, so we're here with possibly the thing on the show floor that's made me the most happy today, which is Line Wobbler. You can probably tell it's a little bit unique. So explain to us exactly what this is, I suppose.
So this is a one-dimensional dungeon crawler. So kind of you're like this little green guy, and you try to get to the other end. There's 10 levels, there's enemies, lava, all kinds of obstacles. And I tried to make a unique game on a really long one-dimensional display. And also the controller is a bit strange because it's made out of a shoe tree. So it's kind of a spring on a wooden bit. And yeah, that's how the controller works.
Yeah, so how on earth do you come up with a concept like this? This is definitely a little out of the ordinary.
Yeah. So that was actually made in a game jam, so the Exile game jam in Denmark. And I was working on the controller, and I saw a cat video online where the cat plays with a door stopper. You know, these little spring door stoppers which go brrrr, and so the cat was playing with that. I was like, wow, this is so cool. And then I found these shoe trees, which are like a bit bigger springs, so I actually could fit a sensor in the top, so an acceleration sensor. And that's how I came up with the sensor. And then a friend of mine was actually playing with LED strips because we found them in the hardware box for this at this jam. And so we said, let's put the two together and let's try to make a nice game with that. And this is the result, basically.
Awesome. So what are your kind of plans with this? Obviously, it's not your typical, put it on a disc and send it out sort of format. That would be quite difficult. Do you have plans to take this anywhere else? Do anything more with this?
Yeah. So the main challenge is that it's a bit expensive to produce. So the LED strips are not that cheap. So the whole hardware would run about £200. But obviously, I need to make it first as well. So the hardware pieces are £200. So and because I don't want to kind of export it to China or something, that's way too much work. So I need to do it myself. So we would look at more than £600-700 probably for all the time and work. So it's not really for consumers that way, but I can envision that at parties or bars, at conventions. It works really well at parties because it's like nice and dark at parties, and you get the light even more. It's a kind of really shiny light. And recently I've also been approached by arcade machine producers, and they said they could see that working as an arcade machine. So I might actually do that. And I hadn't even considered that before, so it's still very early days, and I got all the ideas in my head, but I haven't really thought in detail about them.
Okay, so Heart of Gaming, keep your eye out for that one. Some good friends of ours based over in the northwest of London.
Oh, yeah, I played there.
Yeah, awesome guys, right?
Yeah.
So what are your further plans from this? Are you looking to do other similar projects, or going to stretch out from here, or what's your options?
Yeah, so usually I make a lot of these small projects. So I've made a few in the past as well, and show them, and then move on to the next one. But this one has gotten a bit more traction, and people have really enjoyed it. So recently Tim Schafer played it, and he was really happy about it. So that's made a little fanboy in me really happy. So I'm thinking of taking this further, and I've thought about multiplayer versions as well, so maybe like 2 strips and you race each other, or co-op. And also you could do a lot with the layout of the strip, so you can have like different architecture kind of run along arches or even up house walls, maybe scale it up a bit more, see how that would work out. So it's like a lot of little different things I can do with that, yeah.
Absolutely. I'm suddenly having visions of shopping centres with enormous LED lights and using your phone as the accelerometer. Mind blown. So if people were to look into what you're doing, where would we find your work? The website, I would assume. Where should we be looking?
Right, so there's I put this on linewobbler.com, and there's also links also to my other work. And in principle, it's very easy to get started with these projects, and I've done that. So I'm normally just a software programmer as well. But there's the Arduino platform is really nice for this. It's kind of a little programmable microchips, and the community is incredible online. So if you have anything you want to do, you can just search for example, accelerometer Arduino, and it comes up with the sample code and really detailed explanations and a library. So it's just like plugging 3 cables together, and it works already. So it's really nice to get started, and basically you stand on shoulders of giants and kind of get these things out really quickly. It's just really nice.
Awesome, that sounds fantastic. Well, we look forward to seeing a little more from this in the future, hopefully. Thank you very much.